So welcome back to Round 4 coverage of Friday Night Magic from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. My name is Zachary Evans. For Round 4, I'm joined by the draw-ins, Yen Sang and Jonathan Wright. We are watching another potential win in as Garrett Meadows is on two wins and hoping to go 3-1 and make it into the top 8 tonight. Although we are still, I guess, potentially debating whether or not they're cutting to top 4, Anthony said, which I think they should probably avoid doing. But I tried to I don't know if you noticed, I tried to tactfully and politely suggest that they do not do that. But I also don't work here and have never...
I think that would be a bad last-minute decision.
That is something you need to announce before. But to be fair, JB is out of town at a trade show, and Anthony is running the event basically by himself. I think with some help from Tim and Ruth, but... it's not like he was still. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just the kind of thing that you learn the first time you run it.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
I like that he's doing it though. He's been under JB's wing for a while.
Yeah. Oh, we're very
He's to run something by himself.
Yes. He runs the drafts and stuff by himself too, and the modern events and things. So Garrett is on Esper control. We saw him, I think, in the bonus match of round 1. He won the game 2, but then lost in the squeaker, or he lost in game 3 to you, wasn't it? Didn't he lose to you in round 1? Yeah, you Thunderwalled it. Yeah. And they got there's some mana issues in game 2 where you guys cycled 1,000 cards. He's playing against Brian Grose. We mentioned this a little bit earlier. Brian is playing a bug aggro deck. It's very interesting. It's a deck he got off the internet but then modified. It's got interesting cards like Young Wolf, Experiment 1, Strangleroot Geist, Duskmantle Seer, Dimir Charm, Dreg Mangler, just a lot of beatdown stuff.
Can't wait to see the Seer.
He's not played any cards so far, which is pretty brutal.
For Aggro.
He is playing 7 1-drops. There is a Strangleroot Geist.
And no third land. So that was a draw. Wow.
So is he on... No, he's not on 18 because he didn't play either of those lands.
Try to police me.
So there's a Rancor on the Strangleroot.
Always good.
I guess never bad. And that is a rapid hybridization.
Oh yes.
So this is a fun interaction where you blow up your own Strangleroot. You make a 3/3 Frog Lizard.
3/2.
And I would do it at the end of Garrett's turn though.
Yeah. Because this is his verdict turn.
Yes.
If we see it, that's going to be pretty devastating.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh well. It was good while it lasted. Yeah.
So he could have saved the card and still had his Geist.
Right.
But he still has the Rancor.
I don't think Garrett would have verdicted there if he did that. And he would have been able to swing back for 7th. Yeah.
That is a Zamek Guildmage. I forgot that this card was in here. So he pays some amount of mana, and that's called the Nightwing. So let's first talk about this Zamek Guildmage. Do you guys remember what it does? I don't have my card viewer up.
Pay mana and you move counters.
Yeah, you put a counter on something, and then you move something else. Here, I'll bring it up. But meanwhile, Garrett is playing Call of the Nightwing, which I did know. It's a 4-cost sorcery that makes a 1/1 flyer, then ciphers. And because of the way the resolution works, you can cipher it onto itself, onto the token it makes.
I'm gonna check that results. Okay. Here, I'll go. I'm right outside. Okay. This turn, each creature you control in this battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it for a green and a blue. And for another green and a blue, you can remove a 1/1 counter from a creature you control and draw a card. Okay.
Right after you tell me, I finally bring it up. So he can buff his creatures, and you can activate that multiple times, and then you can also refill based on by removing counters. But more importantly, Garrett down to 8 here. Of course, he is playing a Sphinx's Revelation deck, so he's probably in a pretty good spot. While we were looking up Zamek Guildmage, we saw Dimir Charm take out the Call of the Nightwing token. Did I hear him say that they are cutting the top 8?
Yeah, top 8.
Okay. So we have the elusive 2 Rancor draw now from Brian. So while the second Rancor is on the stack, we are going to...
He does run Demir Charm too. Garrett does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can respond to it.
Yeah.
Or that. Oh, that's so good.
Did he? What did he
Spell
get?
Rupture.
Spell Rupture.
8.
Oh my. And just in case anyone asks me on YouTube, although they don't listen to the explanations or whatever, Garrett did tap a black-white land to cast that Think Twice, but he did have a blue land left up at the end of that turn, so it wouldn't have mattered. Deadweight takes out the Zamet Guildmage.
Right.
But Brian has 7 other creatures in his deck that have haste. So he can potentially kill him this turn still, as he is at 2 life.
Strong gas.
Garrett is not getting his blind obedience.
No. There it is.
Oh.
There's your boy, Dustmantle Seer. Flashback thing. What's fun about Dustmantle Seer is he might just kill Garrett that way. Flashing back 2 Think Twice is here. Digging for some removal. Surely he's got some answer. I mean, he's drawn 3 cards.
I would hope so.
I'm very excited to see this reveal of the Dustmantle to see if it kills him. I don't understand why Dustmantle's not better. Like, I understand that, like, Thragtusk is, like, and Resto Angel are just better cards right now, but, like, that's a really strong card. 4/4 flyer that lets you draw. Drogskull Reaver.
So he has a chance to kill him off of that. Does it have...
It has lifelink, yeah.
5, just summary.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So here's the flip. Oh, it's away! Drawing live! He's drawing live!
What did Brian get? See.
I didn't see. I think it was also a land, because he didn't adjust life total. Yeah, let's bring up Drogskull Reaver. It's double strike lifelink.
5.
And you draw a card. He showed him again it was a land.
Okay.
3/5 flying double strike lifelink. Snapcaster Mage, getting back what? Rapid Hybridization?
That would be very good.
That would be the right choice.
It'd be game. Right? Oh, please do it.
Come on, dude.
Oh, he doesn't have a blue. Okay. He only has 1 blue to cast Snapcaster.
Oh, okay. And Garrett's let him take it back.
Okay. Yeah, it would be good.
There's also an interesting interaction between Rapid Hybridization and Young Wolf. You can do the same thing, where you can just... Zamet Guildmage.
I like Drogskull Reaver.
So Drogskull Reaver is going to attack and gain him 6 life, right?
6 life and 2 cards.
You can... Well, here you could just attack and make him... Well, no, it has double strike.
Yeah.
Well,
No, but you could still...
it would still make him kill
could still
his creature.
kill it, yeah.
He's thinking about it. Oh.
You just attack.
So he gains 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he'll gain 6 total still.
Mm-hmm. But it will trample through... He'll go up to 5 at first strike damage.
Draw a card and then 8.
So he's at 5. Then he goes to 8. Then he takes... What's that? 8 minus 5. Then he takes 3.
Yeah.
He goes to 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they trade out both creatures. But, I mean, you have to do that play.
yeah, that's fine.
The Seer's dead, right?
Why is
No, because... No, it is.
double strike?
Yes.
I fudged some things up, so here's the fixed.
Oh, okay.
What is different?
I don't know.
What?
Oh, I think there's some standings at the bottom changed.
Okay.
They just forget to kill... I mean, they just forget to move it off the thing. Ooh, Blind Obedience. Very relevant.
He does have 2 Rancors in hand still.
Yeah. They can gain some... Oh. So, extorting that one.
Does he have something for the 2 Rancors? I assume he does. Or...
We're about to find out. Okay.
Demir Charm extorted once.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I'm pretty sure...
I would have probably done the same thing. Save it till he tried to equip a Rancor.
Well,
Snag one of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, also Brian is playing counterspells.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What is it? Spell Rupture is only one?
I guess
Yeah,
if you
but he's
don't,
probably playing 4 copies of it though.
Okay, yeah, he would have mana for
I think it's fine.
That's smart then.
yeah. Plus, if you don't know what
Like
what is in his deck and he's playing blue,
You're likely going to lose to You're likely going to lose to 1 Rancor anyway, so like getting the other one isn't going to be that advantageous versus the risk of getting
I
blown
want to
out.
flip a Reaver really bad.
I bet he only has one.
No,
How differently would this
two.
game have played out if Brian had done the end of turn hybridization?
That would have been the extra damage he needed.
He was at 2, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so this game probably would be over.
Mhm.
I mean, it's
it
hard.
would have played out differently, but
Yeah, but he still would have gotten
It's a
that.
bunch of idiots.
It's a Drog Reaver from Brian.
A Drog Story.
Drag Mangler.
Okay.
Drogco would have been
I got Drog
7 damage.
I got Drog Skulls on the mine.
Ranker it up.
Something's gonna happen.
Zori's Charm. We know he has Snapcaster.
Snap. Spell Rupture. That is a lot.
1,
So
2,
it's only 4.
It's 6.
Well, it's... Okay, he's already
Rancor.
attacking, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't pay it.
That will work. And that's enough, right?
Unless he doesn't have anything else.
He did the extorts, so
Yeah,
Dust
he
Metal
doubled.
would be only 6.
So he's down to 1.
Yeah.
Extort makes my job very difficult to try and keep up with all these like gain 1, lose 1, gain 1, lose 1.
Drown Yard for 3.
Yeah. So Garrett is on the Drown Yard plan at this point. Gets a Demir Charm, a Drag Mangler, and a Young Wolf. So the Drag Mangler's in the yard very relevant. Not in this case, but because he's at 1. But I mean,
Right.
being able to.
Well, he definitely has a Blind Obedience in his hand.
Yeah, that's enough.
And that's,
I just like the cool synergy of his deck. I like Rapid Hybridization a lot.
When so States a few years ago, not last year, but I think the year before, like I ended up like I don't think I played in States. I think that might have been the year I was sick. But I tried very hard to like brew a deck. This was when I forget it was when Dungrove Elder was like first come out. So I brewed up this like mono green deck that I played on Cockatrice all the time, and it's basically the entire goal was just to like ramp, play all these hexproof dudes, and then put swords on them. And then like it ended up like being very like I'm not claiming to be on that level, but like it basically it was very similar to the Wolf Run deck that like Owen Turtwald played at his States and won with. But the reason I mention it is because like in that deck I would oftentimes play like a turn 2 Viridian Emissary, and then like attack with it at the end of their turn, beast within my own emissary, ramp into like a giant Dungrove Elder, and then have like 5 power dudes or whatever, or
Yeah.
for no loss.
That's awesome.
We joined in the chat by Spike Mo, who also known as Tommy, from Boston. He sent us an interesting pic on the Facebook page this week, which Jonathan, I know you didn't see because you don't use Facebook. But it's from their usual, I believe, Wednesday night, like game night. They have it at a local restaurant that lets them come. They eat and then they like.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you should go on the Facebook. Have Scotty go on the Facebook page and look at the. Like it's a nice place.
Like a party room.
It's just basically like the front of their restaurant. And I was talking to him about how like they don't mind you just coming in there. And I mean obviously they don't mind, but he basically says no, they don't mind because it's like slow on Wednesdays and like everybody comes in and like eats and drinks and then just like drafts or whatever.
Awesome.
It's carpeted. Like I was trying to think after I saw that like
Nice.
I was trying to think like have you ever been to a game store or comic store that had carpet in it?
No, ballrooms. That's what it is. Bigger ones. There's those garage floors. They're always depressing.
Question in the chat from Cole. Just curious, does anyone know any competitive yet friendly decks for Standard? I don't know. There's a lot
That's
of
what
them.
you mean by friendly.
If by friendly you mean budget friendly, then
Yeah, I guess.
red. I don't know. We'll wait for
Friendly to your opponent.
clarification on that. So as I mentioned earlier, Garrett is on 2 wins here. If he wins here, he'll make the top 8. Brian they're paired down here. So if 1-2-2 makes it in, I guess it'll be Brian.
Okay.
But
That,
I doubt it will.
that's
It's just a little frustrating
Huh?
to get paired down. You're 1 in it.
Yeah.
It is, but what are you going to do? Also, it's FNM.
Yeah. And it's Garrett.
Did you know it was FNM? A good thing I reminded you. So we're off to the races here. Garrett with a Hallowed Fountain. Brian, again with no one-drop. There's a Zamet Guildmage off the top for him. Let's see what his turn 2 play is. I guess the best thing here is Strengaroo, guys. Like, is he choosing to not play the Young Wolf on turn 1 because, like,
You saw what he drew?
he doesn't want to take the damage?
There's no reason not.
Maybe he's just leaving up rapid hybridization.
That's
Of
a
course,
good.
he's not going to be.
That's a good point, but
Well, it doesn't seem like it's for that.
he also didn't do that. Drag Mangler,
Okay, alright.
attack for 4. Go ahead and Zori's Charm that Mangler.
Yep.
Oh, not 18, 19. So Garrett in a pretty good spot here. Hasn't missed a land drop. Grip full of cards, facing down a 1/1 dude.
And that's basically it. So
Yeah.
we know.
Now he is. Technically, he wasn't before Ian.
I was facing a
Don't-
in Brian's hand.
Don't rules lawyer me on my own stream. 5 mana for Jace. Opposite that's pretty good.
Opposite of
So the question is,
hybridization.
yes,
Very, very good.
and I know
Yeah, he exiled him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So I know this is like a grossly overused thing, but can Brian's deck beat Obsidian?
Yeah.
No rapid hybridization.
I guess it can race it too. Zamet Guildmage.
I don't know about racing. It's kind of a
It's a hard one to race.
difficult hand.
I don't
It's
know.
one of
Like,
those decks that you're not afraid to attack with it. It's either he doesn't have any effects like to put it on top. Or
Obviously, that's going to make your life total thing difficult too.
yeah, all these extort cards are a son of a bee when it comes to manually updating life totals for one stream. But I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice for the good of the stream.
Yes.
how many viewers?
7,000 or 72.
That's close.
Yeah, I don't know. Soul Bush is drafting, and this Star City thing was earlier tonight. Plus, we've been gone for 2 weeks.
I should ask how many views. You can say
37,000.
Is there an actual reason we only have 19 people at FNM today?
weather was nice.
Yeah, we were just trying to think about it. I don't know. Garrett said like last week for the Star City thing, like people paid 25, so they might be tapped out. But
Yes.
I don't think that's probably.
I mean, there are a lot of people there that. I mean,
There were like I don't know.
A lot
there
of
were only
people-
like 15 people there that played the store,
yeah, most people were from out of town.
which is awesome.
I don't know.
Garrett's going to EOT the Sphinx's Revelation for 3. Go up to 15. He's going to go up to 17 off the back of this Obsidian coming back in. Has he attacked with it yet? No.
No.
You know what's also really good? Young Wolf Rapid Hybridization with the Zamet Guildmage out, because they come back in bigger. How awesome is that? Like, I'm not sure, like, not to use, like, another, like, magic slang, overused slang term, but, like, I'm not sure if that's any good. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you want to build your deck around that synergy, but, man, if it happens, I'm going to lose it.
Getting the 3/3, drawing a card for you to counter.
How close were we to saying Dustmantle Seer flip for the win?
Love that.
It looks like he did draw a Dustmantle Seer.
Keep running out there.
I mean, why not?
He hasn't played a verdict yet, and he just read.
Abrupt Decay on that thing. Rest in peace.
No, blind obedience.
Blind Obedience. Is there a reason we're not attacking with the Young Wolf? Like, is he just going to block with it?
I think,
maybe?
yeah, I think he
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
want
leaving
him
up
to
a
attack.
blocker, and then he'll come back with a 2/2. Garrett can raise.
Oh man, good sleeping. And it's not even like it's 9:30. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That is the good thing about the 20-person FNM is like we get it done in a tight 5 hours.
What's going on?
He's activating his Zamet
Okay, so
Guildmage.
he's blocking and activating.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's putting an extra one on it when it comes back in. He's
Yes.
not going to move one to draw a card.
He
No.
probably will, but
Okay.
not yet. Not at this time.
Yep. So activating the +1 ability on Zamet Guildmage, saying that when creatures that come in to play this turn get a +1/+1 counter. Undying also gives you +1/+1 counter. So he has a 3/3 Young Wolf, 3/3 Drag Mangler, 2/2 Zamet Guild Mage, a butt ton of mana. He's going to draw a card. He's drawing a full art forest.
I'm sure he has a reason for doing it, but it seems weird to do it before combat.
Yeah, Brian does a lot of stuff before combat.
Unless he's planning on drawing like a base creature, but
He just, it's also interesting too because he just got rid of 2 power of attacks to draw 2 lands. Like, I mean, obviously he doesn't know what's on the top of his deck, but like, I'm not sure I think I would just piled in.
Yeah, he's, what he's doing is he's leaving up the Young Wolf to
For
block
block.
and come back from Undying.
Sure, but you can do the instant speed, like, whenever you want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could argue that.
I don't know, like,
I guess there are
think,
reasons.
I think no, it's not like I'm saying it's,
Yeah.
it's not like some kind of clear misplay or something.
No, I was just trying to figure out what he was doing about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Jonathan's right, he's clearly leaving him back to block, but, like, I don't know.
He's getting a lot of use out of his mana.
I just want to pound in with my 3/3 guy.
Yeah. I like the combo a lot.
Because I think Garrett can race, but the way that the math works out, like, Brian's going to be able to alpha strike, you know what I mean? He's got 3 cards in his hand. I know at least one of them is a breeding pool.
Garrett has cards, so
What?
Garrett has cards. So
You mean Garrett is going to interact with his opponent?
Talk a little bit.
A noob.
Point being, it's very likely that Brian
So-
cannot just simply alpha strike him.
Interesting note, he leaves the Obsidian in this turn. Draws a Strangleroot Geist. Of course, the turn after the Blind Obedience shows up.
What are you gonna do?
You're going to put it into play tapped is what you're going to do. Oh! You're just going to replicate before you cast it.
Garrett's mode.
That could have been a HeroClix guy.
Yeah, that was good.
He's choosing not to activate. He chooses not to activate his Guild Mage here. He is leaving up. The last card in his hand is Snapcaster, and so he's leaving up, Snapcaster into Abrupt or something.
Okay. He doesn't have any counters in his yard, does he?
No, he hasn't used a Spell Rupture yet. I don't think.
Okay, so it's all profit on the attack.
Block the Young Wolf. Takes 2.
He's gonna activate it in response to the trigger. Or
No, he's gonna draw a
afterwards
card.
draw. Okay.
Is that Spell Rupture?
Didn't leave a green open.
It's a Snapcaster and a Demure Charm. Demure Charm says destroy target creature 2 or less.
Yeah, power 2 or less.
Garrett milling himself looking for business.
It's a great. Even then, it's.
So milling yourself at this point is the indication that you have the Snapcaster, right?
I think so.
So another Blind Obedience.
It might have been up with HeroClix players. I think about it.
Yeah, the only bad part about the way the shop is now rearranged is that these extra tables are now directly against the broom closet, meaning that we're getting a lot
I
of.
told you, move to the bathroom.
Just move outside.
You have a seat in there.
I'll just set up my.
You always complain about having to pee afterwards.
I'll just set up my equipment in my Scion XB and just park. There's a roving. We can do
It
like.
wouldn't look sketchy at all.
That's sketchy. Just driving
Guy
around.
with a beard and his cube.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power of dudes on the board. 3 is going to get blocked, so Brian can get in for 5 right now, assuming Garrett doesn't have a charm or some kind of interaction.
Rest in peace makes that funny. So he's gonna be tapped still.
Can you tell him that's tapped?
Yeah.
What is tapped?
The Young Wolf is tapped.
Young Wolf is tapped. Blind Obedience.
Cold, I think.
I just want to tell him before the turn is over because, like,
I feel like a
If he
dick every
attacks,
time
then
to do that.
well, I will do it. If you just open the door, I'll tell him.
No, I mean,
But-
it's fine. It's just...
Because it changes the blocks
Yeah.
considerably. Like, that block is not nearly as profitable now.
It might have been
Milling,
a
Dustmantle Seer.
Snapcaster.
He milled 3 Dustmantle Seers, but more importantly, rapid hybridization. So,
Snapcaster.
yes, he does have Snapcaster and hybridization in the yard. So let's see if he number one noticed it got milled.
Exciting.
And that's no commentary towards Brian's play. That's just like something that you could very easily mill. But this is Draw Skull Reaver. So good thing you have that hybridization. Demir Charm. You can see Ryan reading Demir Charm to be like, do any of these modes answer that thing? No?
Well, he's looking through his hand.
This has actually been these have been pretty good games of Magic right here. He's this young wolf.
I guess. Okay, so he's excellent.
Yeah.
He's at 9. He can go up to. Well,
He can gain 6 off a block.
oh, he's at 7. Okay.
So if you Snapcaster rapid hybridization, then you attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
4, 6, 8.
Yeah, but he's gonna block 3.
Well, if he. Okay, yeah, right. I'm pretty sure.
You could do it mid-combat so that.
He won't get the life and the blocks already.
Yeah. But if you do it that way, you also get potentially blown out by a counter.
Yep.
Oh, and it's good. So Frog Lizard makes an appearance.
Yeah, Jack Wang.
He can't. Is that the artist?
Yes, it's the artist.
Jack Wang.
It's my favorite.
So he's got a Rancor in his hands. So if you put the Rancor on the young wolf, then it's he'll block the Drag Mangler and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wow.
6, 7.
It doesn't make much difference where you put the Rancor, does it?
Well, that's actually the perfect because I would have attacked with the Guild Mage, but Garrett's going to block the Drag Mangler, and he's still going to take 2 this way. He's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He would have killed him with the freaking the Guild Mage attack.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, wait. You take 2, 3. Yeah. Yep. Oh well. I mean, he's playing it safe. He's leaving up his engine. It's gonna carry him to the later game, I guess. I don't know.
Brian put some counters on, but that's not how it works. I don't.
So not
Yeah. I imagine he's just in the habit of assuming they're going to die every time, which is a fair assumption.
That young wolf has been out here since turn 2.
Yeah. When we had 2. And I'm pretty sure it could have come in on turn 1. I'm pretty sure. He forgot to.
He ends the game at 2 life, so then he can laugh at
So here's something. He forgot to bring Amsterdam back.
Oh. Yeah, we'll let him.
I don't know. We let Brian back up and
Yeah,
replay his whole turn once.
I forgot about Amsterdam. I might just want to block it still.
Well, that's a good point. Maybe he. Is there any kind of trick
He
where?
doesn't have anything that can.
Well, if he can cast like 3 spells and store it, but
Okay.
that seems
Like 1 blind obedient extort and then something else and extort twice.
yeah. But I think playing around that very narrow line of play is probably worse than just piling in and assuming it's good. I mean, you still lose to like Azorius Charm, I guess. Well, no, you don't lose to it, but like it's a little bit rougher, but. Like, Garrett plays 4 sweepers.
Well, he definitely still has a Rancor in his hand from the Drag Mangler.
Yes.
And he has the Drag Mangler and a bunch of mana.
He's also got Drag Mangler in the bin.
No, I mean, he has Drag Mangler and mana for Rancors, so he can scavenge that and then Rancor something.
Right.
The same thing.
So he's in a pretty good spot, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What you're telling me here is that you like his chances.
I do.
Is he milling himself? No, he's Demir Charming the top of his library.
And then he's gonna.
I definitely like Brian's chances when Garrett has to Demir Charm his own library and look for stuff.
The Geist and that young wolf are giving him a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I'm fixing my stream in. Deal with it. Now the life total on Brian's side is less justified so that it hugs that border. So it's like kind of the high-class production value I got. I tried to do that last week, and I think I broke it, so...
Turn the 8 sideways.
I don't know, probably blew my computer out. Nope. And that's it, so the very interesting bug aggro deck of Brian.
2-2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if 2-2 gets in, it's Brian.
Probably. If A22 gets in, it's likely Brian or possibly Chad Watson if he wins.
Who's he playing again?
Brandon.
Brandon, so no. What?
Wait, no.
No. Well, yeah, he's playing.
Brandon would have to win for Chad to be 2-2, right? Because Chad is 2-1.
Chad is 2-1. So Brandon wins. But Chad is playing.
If Brandon wins, Chad has pretty good tiebreakers because his one loss is to me, and if he loses to Brandon will give him really good tiebreakers because Brandon will be 4-0.
Okay, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So Brian Grose wins.
I like the box in the corner.
There's the picture-in-picture tonight.
That's nice.
It's high tech. I think it helps kill like the downtime a little bit better. Do you want to open the door and just see if anybody's still playing out there? Because we do have 15 minutes or so left. But usually Garrett's match is the one that goes long. And yours and Alex's matches have gone long too. So all of you guys are either not playing or done. So hopefully we just pile into the top 8. Get this bad boy done before 11. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Excited.
You're excited?
Excited. We got a week to play matches.
So Yin is, I think this week we're going to try and, I think we should try and cube this week.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do that sometime. Got some new goodies. Can you shut that door? It's very loud back there.
I'm sorry. You told me to shut it. Are the only ones playing.
Okay. They are married. So.
Did they have a candle in front of them?
They have the lovers' quarrel with wizard fights. So congratulations to Brian. He potentially can move into the top 8.
How did Joseph do with his band double?
Your last name is E-N-G, right?
Yes, E-N-G.
How did Joseph Deal do with his Bant Delver deck, you ask? Well, he lost on camera to Brandon Hart because I don't think he could ever win.
He won round 1.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know what he did the rest of it.
There's really not a lot of people that can beat Brandon's deck here. You probably have the best chance.
Allie Brownie making an appearance in the chat saying that wants to come and give away some more cards, which I will feel bad about because it's already been more than generous enough. I also like to call out again to old Lumberjack Beard who's watching. We mentioned earlier this is the first time watching the stream, he says, from Lincoln, Nebraska. So not only do we like to say thanks for that, but also Lumberjack Beard, very stream appropriate, I think.
What is the budget Jun midrange?
I have no idea what budget Jun midrange is.
Yeah, because as Cameron is pointing out in the chat, all of your win conditions are $20 bills.
Except Olivia, it's like a $10 bill now.
15. 14 retail starts at 8, I think. Garrett.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Can't take my spot.
Okay.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Sorry you couldn't get there, Garrett.
Well,
Very
I found
entertaining.
how you draw about 10 straight lanes in a row, and then you top that off with missing your extort triggers.
Did you miss your sword trigger?
About 3 of them.
I noticed you missed the Obsidian coming back in, but luckily you caught it before.
Alright, the ruling on that is if you miss it, it comes back in the next phase, or whichever step you...
You can't actually miss it.
Yeah, it's not
You don't
going
take
to
it.
permanently.
Huh?
If we don't forget again.
What if you forget every time?
Well, then the judges will eventually say something to you.
You can
But
take your Obza away for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. They actually take it and then they sell it to the
well, if you
vendors.
miss it enough, actually, you're Jackie Lee and you can write an article.
Oh, burn!
She wrote an article about missing all of her Obsidian triggers at GP Pit.
And what happened?
She also had to defend herself because there was a weird... She missed her Obsidian trigger, she played... Merciless Eviction the next turn.
Okay.
People thought that it was exiled, and then she cast it, and then it brought it back. And
The same Jackie Lee who got disqualified from Pro Tour Return to Ravnica because she was basically like trying to rules lawyer her opponent so hard as far as like missed triggers and life totals.
Right.
And then like she basically like rules lawyered herself into a disqualification because at some point like she was trying to like ride the letter of the law as closely as she could by saying like if my opponent doesn't notice something I don't have to report it or whatever. But then at some point it had to do with life totals and the judge was like, yeah, you knew about this and didn't do it, so like you're DQ'd. And everybody's like, oh no, and I was just like, first of all, I was like, if it wasn't Jackie Lee, if it was just some random European guy, no one would be talking about this. They'd just be like, you got caught. But since it's Jackie Lee and she has a writing deal with TCG players, she can go on and defend herself in front of God and everybody.
She's really tiny. I didn't realize that she was like...
Yep. And she has very red hair. Or pink hair.
Whichever color it is, it's fine.
Oh, someone said Spike Mode just won chat. They're just making jokes about putting $20 bills in their deck. I will say that yes, exactly. Now we're back to full form. We've waited until 10 minutes left to go in round 4, but we did get our first deck joke. Yes. So I did want to say that I had a pretty fun like April Fool's related thing I wanted to do.
Okay.
But because
right now?
No, it has to like there's some build up to it. It's basically a video product. And
was that what you were talking about a few months ago?
If you know what I'm talking about, don't talk about it because it would be.
I don't know anything about it. Obviously.
I have like a potentially funny thing I want to do that I was working with Ian on, but then like because last week I was gone and had all that stuff going on, like I didn't do it. So I think I'm probably going to do that like just random like next month. Oh, that's it. We're just going to do it later. So delayed April Fool's coming up on our Facebook page at some point.
Line change.
Jonathan, right out.
Have you told the world that you're in a Nathan Holt video?
We mentioned it earlier, like just in passing, because I was talking about how it's funny. Because to Yin, it's funny because also in like the video is like 8 minutes long, and like about the 4-minute mark,
I got it.
you see it. But you mentioned the thing to me, sent that link out earlier, and I'll post it on the website or whatever, but because it's just a fun video anyway. But about the 4-minute mark while Gerard Fabiano is talking, you see Yin's nemesis, Ben Weinberg, sit down with his concession food and just start like literally tearing into it like some kind of voracious beast, which is funny to me because I know like I don't know, Ben Weinberg's like not the nicest guy in the world, and like he beat you in that top 8 winning in, so it's funny to make fun of him. But then at the 6:30 mark, Gerard Fabiano is still talking in that same like screenshot, and you just see my fat ass just walking through there like. I don't know where I was going because they're talking at the front, like where the judges area is,
right.
And I'm just like walking through everywhere. I didn't go to the concession stand.
That's what Ben was eating.
Yeah, I was like, Ben Weinberg eats this nachos like some kind of animal, and then makes the top 8 at Star City games. So, causality, I gotta go tear into some nachos like a boss.
Awesome chicken nachos until you got about halfway through, and it was just like a soggy mess.
That's why he was tearing through it.
I don't think I ate it all.
Eat it fast enough.
I didn't eat it all, and then we went to Olive Garden afterwards, and I ate like so much food. I ate like an entire appetizer.
About 6 breadsticks.
It was a lot
after
of fun.
my meal.
It was a lot of fun because like on Friday night we went to the venue, and then we came back. It wasn't even really that late. It was like maybe like 9:30 maybe-ish.
Drove to the ghetto.
We were looking for a place to eat. There was like an Olive Garden right off the exit. We were like, we'll see what else is there. Drove into just like residential area, nothing going on. Turned around, went the other way. Went down this like slope hill, like which I said we were going into the mines of Moria. If you're a Hobbit fan, and then like got to the bottom, it just looks like Roadhouse down there, just like completely desolate. And then we turned down and we got to this little town.
It was actually the Thunderdome.
Yeah,
that's what we were driving.
We were beyond Thunderdome at that point, and we drove into like this little town, and we were like, well, let's just turn around and go back to Olive Garden. And then right as we turn around, like off in the distance, we see like this like local bar and grill, and they were like, well, let's try this place out. And then we went in there, and it was like we had a great.
Pull up and Bob's like, oh yeah, this is a famous place.
And then it was like really great. Like we had a really good time there. They had like stand-up show, which which like we
tried to push onto us so hard.
which we would I mean I would have gone to, I guess, like
I mean,
if,
not anyway.
we had to be at the venue at like 8:30 or whatever, so not really looking to stay till midnight listening to some hack from Pittsburgh talk about what's the deal.
Well, we were guaranteed that we would laugh our ass off, so by a drunk guy with a mullet.
Yeah, so we're in this restaurant just eating the food was like really good.
There's a bar, there's the restaurant,
and then
there's the comedy bar.
The venue place over there.
So all the people from the bar are walking right past us to get to the comedy bar.
And so like they've got the girl like Maynard D like trying to push tickets on us. They've got like a guy clearly who organizes the comedy trying to come in and get us tickets. And then one of the gals tells us, we're like, look, it's not like we don't want to go. It's just like we have to be up at like 8 in the morning or like 7:30 in the morning to get to the venue. Like I don't want to be up till like 1 in the morning at this comedy show. And so while we're talking about this could not be more Pittsburgh guy. Like he's about this tall, mullet, big mustache, look like Mario Brothers, like just walking up there drunk as hell, carrying a beer, and he's just like, you guys gotta go. You're gonna laugh your ass off. And he mentioned it more than once about how it's funny as hell. You're gonna laugh your ass off. So there could not be a stronger recommendation or vote of confidence for any performance than a Mario Brother looking Pittsburgh mullet guy going, it's funny as hell. You're gonna laugh your ass off. I had a chicken parmesan sandwich there that was so big that I left food on my plate, and I never leave food on my plate. That's pretty good. It was a good trip. Like I said, Garrett tore
I
up.
had the barbecue hamburger there, which was a barbecue sandwich with a hamburger.
Yeah. Just double up. You want both? Guess what? No problem. Same sandwich. It was a good time. It was a good trip, and I did. Let's talk about this. I did meet a variety of people from the stream. I met a gentleman named Rob Steinmetz, I believe, who watches YouTube videos. Came up and chatted with him and his friends for a while. Top 8. All right, thanks, man. Chatted with Rob. Gave him my last set of rock paper scissors that I had at the time. Met another guy named Scott Oatley, I believe is his name, from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Jesus Christ.
You're playing Alec, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's interrupt your story.
122 didn't make it.
Chad Watson made it. Congratulations to Chad Watson on his first time to come in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we had some draws there.
He drew in with Brandon.
Yeah, but James did get it in too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
well, that was nice of you.
Well, but Brian was drawing live is one of the reasons. But so we do have our top 8. We've
But
got
the 6 is drawing. The 6 is drawing in just to hedge out the other 6s.
Well, Brandon could have drawn it.
Brandon
So
could have
it's
scooped in.
yeah. Brandon, yeah.
Hedging against other people not drawing. It's kind of.
I don't know. I hate drawing. So Jonathan Wright playing American Flash is up against James Ferris playing Naya Humans. Brett Rose playing Gruel Aggro is up against Joseph Deal. Joseph made it top 8. Playing Bant Delver. We've got Brandon Hart on Bant Hexproof against Chad Washington playing Graceless Control. And Yin Seng playing Judd Minrage up against Alec Myers playing American Flash.
Is James Ferris?
Is a Naya Humans. Plaid shirt,
Yeah.
glasses. So I think we're going to let's try to get Joseph Deal and Brett Rose on camera. What do you think about that?
That'd be a good matchup. Delver versus Control with Lingering Souls.
Well, Brett is playing Gruel Aggro.
Oh, well then that should be.
I mean, Joseph
Well,
will be
either way.
Joseph will be the control deck in that one.
Right.
Brett hasn't been on tonight, so let's see what do you think about this picture-in-picture technology?
Pretty good. No, I can't take my shirt off. But
Garrett, you can't take your shirt off, period. Regardless of picture
when you get
technology.
back in here. What has the chat been saying? Spike Mo, who you got that's pre-selling your Modern Masters? I don't even think we've talked about it here at this story yet, on who the lucky few are going to be to get the Modern Masters boxes. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, that's about retail. Like the retail packs are going to be like $6.99 or $7.99, one or the other. So 145 is probably the MSRP for that. So that's really good. Congratulations on being one of the privileged few. Wow, so you got it for like wholesale price. That's actually even better. They're 24 pack boxes? I thought they were 30, 32. Fantasticness. Modern Masters is going to be a reprint of most of the modern legal cards. They're not going to use cards that were printed basically from like the Zendikar block because those were just printed recently. They don't want to reprint right away. Plus, you know, there's the argument for reprinting fetch lands that they don't want to do. But yeah, I mean, it's just going to be this like draftable modern block kind of set. They're actually going to have a GP for it in the summertime. So, a lot to look forward to with that. It's going to be, it's going to be fun. Yeah, GP Vegas. So, if you have a ton of money, go out to GP Vegas and don't gamble. Buy everyone's Modern Masters cards. Of course, I mean, it's causing like a ton of speculation. You know, what's going to happen to modern cards? What's going to, this Wizard's going to be able to do a good job. Because they announced that they're short printing the set. So are they going to have enough to meet the demand for it? Also, are they going to affect the current modern market in any way?
What are we talking about?
Printing of Modern Masters.
It's going to be so limited.
Right.
They've already talked about
There's a guy in chat, Spike Moon, talking about how he got his for $125 pre-order.